one power, invisible, and you see it everywhere and every day. One power, indescribable, and you speak of it with every word you say. Mysterious until you know the truth. As simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, angels' wings or heaven's door. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power.
Good morning. Such is the nature of life that all it asks and all it wants is the opportunity to appear, and you are that opportunity, and so am I. And so it is. Welcome, everyone, to CSL Midtown, coming to you this morning from Atlanta, Georgia. We are so glad that you have joined us today. We know there's a lot of choices of what to do on a Sunday morning, and you are here, so that is wonderful. We welcome all people, no matter who you are or where you are in your life. We welcome all who are either listening online, either live now or on our recording. Our center is very diverse and it reflects life as it really is. So we welcome you, whoever you are and whatever path brought you to be here today. Know that you are in the right place and this is the right time for you. We know that you are an individual expression of the divine life in which we all live. So we welcome you to participate here today and to take the time to really become a part of this community, because we welcome you to do that. We hope that those of you who are watching our broadcast online or on social media will like this and share it with your friends. For a better understanding of who we are and what we teach, let's listen now to our Declaration of Principles as written by our founder, Dr. Ernest Holmes.
A few of the Declaration of Principles we live by.
I believe in one God, one absolute power, and first cause to all things.
I believe that this power is perfect love, and it creates out of a desire to express love.
I believe all thought is creative, and how I choose to think creates my personal experience.
I believe in the unity of all life, and the immortality of the individual soul forever unfolding.
I believe in the eternal goodness, the eternal loving kindness, and the eternal givingness of God to all.
And so it is.
So grateful, hey.
And the full declaration is quite a bit longer than that, is available on our website, cslmidtown.org. Well, my name is Judy Aehle, and I'm the moderator and one of the practitioners today for today's service. Today, we are continuing with this month's theme, Glow Up. And this week, the theme is Inner Illumination. I love the affirmation for this week. It said, my spiritual practice is lit. We all have an inner light. And when we communicate with Spirit or God, it is through this inner light. Spirit is the inner light that indwells all of us. Our inner illumination comes from the divine itself, which is in us. And we glow up when we access our inner illumination through the divine presence. Inner illumination is an inside job. You know, things like journaling, meditation, and prayer, or spiritual mind treatment are common tools that we use. What is your own personalized spiritual practice? There are no rules about this. What matters is what works for you. Our own personal spiritual practice is how we tend to our own inner light. I think it's worth taking some time to think about this. Your own inner spiritual practice will most likely change and evolve through the years. I would say that the most important thing is that you just begin to have an inner spiritual practice if you don't already have one. Loving ourselves and treating ourselves with patience and kindness is a form of inner illumination. Do we try to just fit in wherever we are? Do we constantly compare ourselves to others? Or do we do the inner work to find our own inner authenticity? This is where the illumination is. This is where we can begin to let our true light shine. Those are my thoughts on inner illumination this morning. I'd like to lead us now in a spiritual mind treatment or affirmative prayer. So if you will just become comfortable and allow yourself to take a couple of nice, slow, deep breaths, and please accept these words for yourself, for this is the truth of who you are and who I am. Let us just recognize and know that there is only one power, there is only one presence, there is only one light and one love, one goodness. This is the power of good and love and light that is everywhere present. It is in us, it expresses through us, it is around us. It is in everything, whether it appears to be a living object or a non-living object. This presence and power permeates all of life, everywhere. And it is a power for good. And I know that I am, and that each one of us are absolutely connected and one with this presence always. No matter what the appearance may be, we are never separated from this goodness, from this love, from this power, from this presence. So we allow ourselves to just sink into the realization of that oneness, of the oneness of all of life around us. Things that appear to be other than us or different than us, they're really part of this whole oneness, this whole goodness. I know that as I experience my oneness with universal power and universal presence, that my words are powerful, that my expectations are powerful, that my desires come from my illumined heart. And so today I just know the truth of myself in this world of goodness everywhere present. I know that the truth of me is vibrant health. The truth of me is endless creativity and the absolute connection to the power of mind and the power of intelligence that floods me with new, creative, wonderful ideas. And that I am one with love, and that I experience all kinds of wonderful, loving relationships with those in my life, and that I attract to myself the absolute perfect and right people that a reflection of me, that feed me, that teach me, that allow me to grow into my own true, clear, authentic, unique person, beautiful self in this world. And that we each are an important part and have so much to offer and to give, so many gifts. They're worth value and goodness in the world. I know that this universal power and presence supports me in all things, including wealth and prosperity. And I allow my goodness and my contribution to the world to be supported by this great abundance, that it is great worth that I bring and that each of us brings to the world. So we know that this is a truth of who we are, that we live lives of meaning and lives of truth and beauty and of individual, perfect, unique authenticity. I turn away from any ideas of struggle, strain, lack, limitation, rage, despair, hatred. I just turn away from any ideas of those, that those are necessary in my life. And instead, I just sink into knowing my oneness with good, my oneness in knowing that my inner light, my inner illumination glows bright and that I can easily take time each day to be in touch with this, to nurture it, to allow it to grow in my life as my life becomes more illumined every single day. I am grateful for being here today. I know that this is a great time together, an excellent service, and that those who are here listening today and at another time will be blessed, and that their spiritual lives will deepen and grow and prosper for being here and hearing all of these words that we will speak today. So I'm just grateful for this. I give thanks, and I release this treatment now with great expectation for good. I release this now, and so it is. And we have some music for reflection, Faith Rivera.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, oh let it shine, shine, every day. Shine, shine, you know you want to. Shine, shine, all around the world. Shine, shine, hey, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Yeah, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, oh let it shine, shine, every day. Shine, shine, you know you want to. Shine, shine, all around the world. Shine, shine, when there's light in the soul. When there's light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. There is beauty in the person. When there's beauty in the person. When there's beauty in the person, there is harmony in the home. There is harmony in the home. When there's harmony in the home. When there's harmony in the home. There is honor in the nation. Honor in the nation. There is honor in the nation. There is honor in the nation. There is peace in the world. No more living in fear. We're gonna let it shine. Hey, no more living in fear. Hey, we're gonna let it shine. Shine. No more living in fear. No way. We're gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. No, let it shine, shine, everybody. Shine, shine, you know you want to. Shine, shine, all around the world. Shine, shine, all my brothers and sisters. Say, shine, shine, hey, you know you want to. Shine, 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 bring the brightest, baby. Shine, shine, hey, 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 shine, 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 all around the world. Shine, shine, people be bright. Shine, 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 hey, all my brothers and sisters. Shine, shine, shine your light on the world. Shine, shine.
All right, wonderful. As a religious science practitioner, Dr. Tracy Brown has been studying and practicing New Thought spirituality for more than 35 years. Her latest book is I Still Turn to Prayer. which is a collection of prayers selected from her weekly Treatment Tuesday email series. And she hosts the Inclusive Church on the New Thought Media Network, which is what we use to broadcast each Sunday. So we're so happy to hear of that. And Dr. Tracy currently serves on the governing board of CSL Worldwide, the Leadership Council, and she's previously served on the board of directors for both Science of Mind Foundation and Camp Cedar Ridge, which is a CSL-owned camp in Oregon. She is the beautiful recipient of an honorary doctorate from CSL and is the only practitioner who has ever been recognized with the Ernest Holmes Award. We welcome you back to CSL Midtown this morning. Welcome back, Dr. Tracy Brown. We're so excited to have you here.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad to be here. You know, I'm laughing because usually when there's a song for reflection, we expect it to be solemn and quiet and to take us deep, deep within. But I love that today's song for reflection is Faith Rivera's This Little Light of Mine, the dance version. So I hope, you know, a lot of times when we come together in our spiritual communities, especially virtually, you know, I know some of you are sitting there in your pajamas or your robe and, you know, you're like, it's cool to be home. But some of you were like me. You were like, this little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine, shine, right? Dancing to the music. And at the same time, reflecting about what the words mean in a different way that integrates the mind and the body to connect with and get in alignment with the soul. This little light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Sounds like glowing up to me. And the theme this month of Glow Up has been challenging me to ask myself the question, am I glowing up? Am I glowing as I go through the week? Am I glowing enough light to shine on others? So I love the fact that today's focus is the internal illumination, right? The idea that the inner illumination must be in place in order for there to be an outer glow. The inner illumination, the internal illumination, the fire must be lit from within in order for there to be overflow, in order for the glow that others see to be real. Now, Ernest Holmes reminds us, this is from this thing called You by Ernest Holmes. And if you have the book or you want to go back and read it again, where I am reading is on page 92 in this thing called You. You have discovered the spiritual universe. Many others have discovered the same world, but each must make the discovery for themselves. You are going to have a lot of joy sailing around this world of yours. Don't fight the opinions of others or waste your time arguing over these things. Follow the inward gleam of your consciousness and you will arrive. Do you love that? Follow the inward gleam of your consciousness and you will arrive. Whatever you identify yourself with, you will become like. Okay, just one more time. Follow the inward gleam of your consciousness and you will arrive. Whatever you identify yourself with, you will become like. So, inner illumination. What is it that is illuminating you from the inside out? I know the answer for me. And I know that even when I am clear about this inner illumination, this inward gleam of my consciousness that seeks to express itself in, as, and through me, that I don't always slow down enough to reconnect with it, to relight it, to let it come through when I get consumed by all of what's going on day by day, what's happening in the world, the news, what's happening in the CSL news, what's happening in the news from my family members and friends. It is easy to let that light maybe not go out, but be behind the scenes, or it's burning there on the in the heart, it's burning there on the inside, but we're letting life almost extinguish it, and we are unable to distinguish ourselves, our words, and our actions in a way that makes it clear to others when they interact with us. They are interacting with this divine spark that has created each one of us individually and in a perfect way. And so hear Faith Rivera singing in the back of your mind, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This light that is burning within me, this light that, yeah, I may need to fan the flame a little bit so that it expands. Now, I just want to tell you, what I'm about to say is not about you. But I bet you know somebody who it applies to. So don't take it personally. Think about who you know that might fit this description. I've met some people who glow up well. They are glowed up. They glow up, they show up all glowed up on the outside. But if I talk to them long enough, or if I'm around them long enough, I recognize that they are simply hiding the darkness inside. Now, remember, I said, I'm not talking about you. I'm not like calling you out. I'm not putting you like in the spotlight, but I bet you know somebody who, you know, sometimes when we go to fancy events and we'll see someone who we normally see in jeans and sandals, and we say, "Oh, you cleaned up really well." We could say that about some people we know. "Oh, you glow up pretty well. You show up on Sunday and you got all these smiles on your faces and you're looking good. Whatever you are wearing always looks good." And but on the inside, are you glowing up on the outside, but hiding the darkness inside? This is why today we're focusing on inner illumination, because the reality is you've got to have the glow up inside you, and you have to nurture it and water it and affirm it and claim it and proclaim it so often and so clearly that it is the inner glow that shows regardless of what's going on outside of us. Now, I'm not talking about doing spiritual bypass and saying, "Oh, everything is good or leading to good," or "there is no evil force in the universe and so it must be good." right? Or, oh, this is really, I just won't even, my doctor says I have cancer, but no, I don't have cancer because cancer doesn't even exist in the spiritual realm. That's spiritual bypass. That is pretending. That isn't even glowing up because it's so ridiculous. Glow up, I look good, I sound good, I'm saying things that make sense, I'm smiling, but on the inside I could be hurting. So we're going to focus right now on that glow internally produced, that internal glow that cannot be extinguished by the external circumstances. Now, I'm guessing you know what I'm talking about, but a couple of examples come to mind because I just want to be sure we're on the same page, right? So, a few weeks ago, I bought some bananas. And, well, I buy bananas every week. But a few weeks ago, I bought some bananas. And on the outside, they were just the right shade of yellow, right? They weren't green anymore. There's a little green, up at the top, but they were yellow. And the peel, there were no marks and bruises on the outside. They weren't beat up. And I brought these 4 or 5 bananas home. And later that day, I decided to make a smoothie. And I, put everything in the jar. And then I opened the banana so that I could put the banana in. And this banana on the inside was bruised on the curve. And it wasn't, the outside felt firm, but the banana at the end was kind of mushy. And I was like, this banana looked really good and enticed me to buy it. And then I peel off a layer and I'm seeing it beat up and bruised. It was glowing up on the outside, but it was darkness on the inside. Another example. This hasn't happened to me recently, but there have been times in the summer all I want some juicy watermelon, and I'll look at the whole watermelon. I'll be in the store and I thump it like you're supposed to thump it till you make sure you get a good one. And the watermelon is shiny because it's been waxed. It's been glowed up. And I open it up and, cut into it. And there have been so many times. It's not rotted inside. It looks kind of like the right color. It's pink and red. And then I taste it and it's just not sweet. Is that what's happening to you? When you think, I'm all glowed up, I'm ready to go, I sure look good. And then somebody, a friend or someone gets to know you, or someone goes to dinner with you and they realize, ooh, I never thought that this would be someone who is rude to the server. I never thought this is someone who was indecisive about whatever the conversation is. I thought I knew them. They look good on the outside, but the darkness within is actually driving the behavior because the subconscious is guided by what is really on the inside. So this week, as we are focusing on inner illumination, it is the foundation for the outer glow. It is the foundation that creates this alignment between the soul and the way we show up in the world. And of course, I have to use the most obvious example. It's kind of a bridge from the last one. How many of you have shown yourself to the world in a way that says to the world, ooh, Tracy, yeah, she's glowed up. She's glowing up. She is Yeah, I want to get to know her better. And substitute anyone's name that you want. But yeah, when you dated them or when you married them as a spouse or a partner, you saw that maybe the glow wasn't from the inside. It was packaged in designer clothes and expensive makeup and the work of all kinds of external image creating resources, but the work internally had not been done. I don't mean to sound like I'm giving you a lecture and shaking or pointing my finger at you. This is how I've been talking to myself for the last 2 weeks, preparing for today's talk. Where am I being authentic? Where am I being an intentional representation of the creator that created me? And where am I not? Because I want to close the gap. I want to remove or reduce those places where there is a gap, because there's going to be a gap. We are human, having a human experience. We are each spiritual beings dropped into human circumstances. And so it's not a bad thing to have a gap. And it means that the reason we call our spiritual practice is because it is our opportunity to practice being in alignment with the spiritual qualities of God. And the more we practice, the more progress we make. In the Song for Reflection, Faith Rivera, This Little Light of Mine, there's a chorus that she has in there that really is all about our focus for today. She sings, she wrote and she sings, if there is light in the soul, there is beauty in the person. That flame, that little light of mine, that is my soul seeking to be expressed in human form. If there's light in the soul, there's beauty in the person. If there's beauty in the person, there's harmony in the home. If there's harmony in the home, there's honor in the nation. And if there is honor in the nation, there is peace in the world. All right. Now, we could talk all day about that sequence of events, right? From light in the soul to beauty in the person to harmony in the home, from harmony in the home to honor in the nation, and honor in the nation to peace in the world. Okay, we are broken in a lot of those places at every one of those levels. And our opportunity beginning today is to glow up. Our opportunity is to glow up so that we can grow up into an individual, a family, a home, a nation, and a world where there is light, beauty, harmony, honor, and peace. You, me, we can do that. And when we do that, starting from our inner illumination, being who we have come here to be, each one of us, remembering, as Ernest Holmes has in the Declaration of Principles, the innermost God and the outermost God, or the highestmost God, are the same God. So being illuminated from within, knowing that the inner voice within me is the same as the highest or the outer voice of God, then yes, that allows that light in my soul to grow and that flame to become, as me, my beauty, my contribution to the world. Many of you are familiar with the Howard Thurman quote that inspires so many of us. Don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive, and then go do that. Because the world needs more people who have come alive. So this inner illumination is your aliveness expanding, so that no matter what is going on in the outside world, it cannot stop you. And I want you to take this into the coming week, because this coming week, around the world, there are hundreds of thousands of people, if not millions of people, who are celebrating Diwali. And if we're going to talk about glow up, Diwali is a perfect time, because this festival of lights is the time to say, I'm going to let this little light of mine shine. And I'm going to stand next to you. You're going to let your light shine, and the next person, and the next person. And then we have a row of lights, or a circle of lights in the form of human beings. Diwali, translated loosely, is a row of lights, a series of lights. Would you join into a line or a circle with me and be more light in the world? Would you be willing this week to let your light shine, so that the beauty in you engenders harmony with your family and friends? And that harmony then grows into being the kind of world that we want to live in this nation or in any country. And when the lights are shining in all the different countries, we can have nothing less than peace in the world. Nothing less. And so I invite you to not only join me in learning more about and possibly participating in some activity this week that is related to Diwali, not just to celebrate, not just to eat food, not just to party, but to actually do something physical and tangible that relights the pilot light within, that sets the stage for inner illumination to grow and to expand. And that each one of our consciousness, each one of us with our consciousness, can actually be the light that is glowing so brightly that everyone we come into contact with has no doubt whatsoever that there is love in the world, that there is peace and harmony and wholeness and joy and beauty, because they see it in each one of us. I'm looking forward to fanning the flame of my own light, and I hope that you are ready to do the same. So I want to close with this. It's the words from another song, I Am a Light. And each one of the verses, as so many of our songs do, start with I am, and the second round goes to you are, and the third time around it goes to we are. And I'm going to invite you to just take a breath and take in kind of a condensation of that process. I claim and declare right here and right now that I am a light, you are a light. We are the light in this world. I shine, you shine, we shine so bright that the light of God cannot be denied, because it is in each one of us individually, and together we bring it forward collectively. Now this inner illumination illumines within and overflows to without. There is nothing that can stop this from happening, from expanding, from evolving and transforming the world. So let's glow up this month. Let's glow up and shine from the inside out. And so it is.
And so it is. Wow. Wow. What an inspiring and insightful look at what it really means for us to glow up. And that is to be more light in the world. Very big juxtaposition from the way that it's been popularly spoken about. So that was really, really great. Thank you, Tracy. That was so awesome. And we'll see you in the Zoom room in just a little bit. And if you'd like to speak directly with Dr. Brown, please join us in our Zoom room right after service. You can find the Zoom link on the homepage of our website at cslmidtown.org. But before we move into the Zoom session, we'll now hear from our CSL. We'll now hear from the president of CSL Midtown, our board of trustees. That's Vance Blue, as he recites our new minister's sacred covenant prayer. We invite you to read along with Vance.
My new minister's sacred covenant easy prayer. There is only one life. This life is good. This life is God. This life is my life now. In knowing that I am one with this life that is God, I therefore know that I am one with all of its blessed expressions, which includes the presence of a new minister for my beloved spiritual community. Because I know that the highest purpose of my new minister is to express Spirit, I therefore know that my new minister is a revelation of Spirit as principle. I further know that my new minister is the fulfillment of that which has been promised by God. For it is written, principle is not bound by precedent. It operates according to law, and it is always available to those who are willing to align themselves with it. As I stand in agreement with my beloved community, I see my new minister before me as inspiring spiritual oneness through wisdom, love, and authenticity. I now intend to experience my new minister in full cooperation and agreement with my community, knowing this truth about myself, for I am inspired to live as love in the expression of principle. I am awakening the wisdom within me by clearly communicating the principles of universal truth. I am a conduit of divine love, wisdom, and healing energy, recognizing the inherent wholeness within all beings. I am offering teachings, classes, and mystical studies grounded in spiritual principles to cultivate inner wisdom, personal transformation, and empowered living. I am extending the love, compassion, and transformative power of Spirit into the wider community, fostering connections that heal, uplift, and support individuals in their unique journeys. As I now accept the highest expression of a new minister into my life, I know that they will be revealed in a way that will express Spirit and serve the highest and greatest good of all who are touched by their presence. I am grateful God is gracious, and so it is. My new minister's sacred covenant easy prayer. There is only
And so it is. Okay, so first I just want to give a big thank you to Practitioner Judy Aehle for serving as our practitioner for today, and to Practitioner Dr. Tracy Brown for being our wonderful speaker. We had a wonderful morning of powerful, learned, and practitioners this morning. And next week, Reverend Elzia Sekou will be our guest speaker, and our theme will be Glow Up. But before that, sorry about that, let us move into our conscious giving. So it is time for our conscious giving. You can easily give by visiting cslmidtown.org/donate or by scanning the QR code on the screen. We want you to know that we appreciate each of you who support this community through your presence, your sharing, and your gifts. Your generosity allows us to grow and to expand the reach of our message. Now, please say with me our affirmation of prosperity. I live in a universe of abundance. As I freely and joyfully give, I join in the divine flow, and all that I share with life returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. So for a couple announcements, just sharing with you that our speaker for next week, like we said, is Reverend Alzia Sekou, and he is going to continue on with our theme of Glow Up. Our adult study group meets every Sunday at 10 a.m. on Zoom, and you can join us by visiting cslmidtown.org. You can just scroll down to the Zoom link and click to enter. We are reading the Science of Mind textbook together. There's no need to read ahead, just come as you are. We also have an amazing online auction that is happening right now. Time is running out to bid on some amazing items today. I invite you to head on over to our cslmidtown.org website to click on the link to our auction, or to click on it through our Facebook page. Don't miss your opportunity to participate and support our community. And before we go, I definitely invite you to head on over to our Zoom room for a discussion with Dr. Tracy Brown. But first, let's close together with our affirmation of life. I leave this place now knowing something better than I knew before. I go forth into the world with a heart full of love and a mind full of good sense. I look at the world in a greater way, knowing that I have within me everything I need to create the life I desire. I give thanks for this understanding, and I am grateful for the spirit of life that lives through me. And so it is. See you in the Zoom room. Thanks for coming, everybody. Have a great week.
I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all that I have. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all that I have. Hey! Oh yeah. Grateful. I just say I am so grateful every day for all I have. Every day. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for all I have. Every day I say it. Grateful. How I'm grateful. Every day. Oh yeah. I am so grateful. Oh yeah. I'm so grateful. 'Cause I accept and I receive. I am so grateful. Oh yes, I am. I am. So grateful, hey, grateful. I'll just count my blessings. Grateful. I just count my blessings.
There is a power for good in the universe greater than you are, and you can use it.
New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment. inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment, and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.